Purpose. Our purpose is one of the key factors in determining the direction of our lives. And still, so many people don't even know their direction. They don't know their purpose. And because so many people always ask me, how do you find the motivation in every day to do this and this and this and this and that? And most of the times, the answer is actually very simple. I'm crystal clear about my purpose. And to be quite honest, I'm very clear about my purpose for more than 1 year. And I think the biggest motivator for everyone should be the purpose. Because that gives you the drive to wake up every day and hunt that destination, hunt that goal. And until it's achieved, you shouldn't be able to say, I have no motivation. Because most of the times the lack of motivation just comes from not being clear about the goal and not really wanting something hard enough. I always say that it actually does not depend on how hard something is to achieve. It depends on how hard do you want something. If you want something hard enough, you will achieve it. The question is just, how hard do you really want it? Do you want it or do you really want it? Because if you really want it, you will have it. And I always ask myself how I actually found my purpose with such a young age. And then I came back to where I actually found it. And that is the advice I want to give you today. And that is the sake I made the video for. I really advise you to sit down after this video and take a pen and a paper and just thinking. Think for 30 minutes. If you can, even do an hour. But just sit down and really start getting it out of your mind. Because it's there. You will find it. But you just need to really focus and think. Sit down, ask yourself one question. What is it that I want in this life? What do I enjoy? What do I want to do? How should my family look? How should my mansion look? What car do I drive? And all these things. Get down with every detail. Don't think, yeah, that's too detailed. No, you want that. You want it as detailed as just possible. Which color should your car have? How many dollars does your car exactly cost? To the cent. Calculate it to the cent. Because the more specific you will do it, the more it will get into your brain and the more motivation you will have. Because I can tell you, if you actually do this right and you get crystal clear about your vision, about your purpose, you will never ever have a lack of motivation ever again. Yeah, you need some discipline, still that's something you always need, but you won't have a lack of motivation. That's one of the most important things about getting clear about your purpose. Because getting clear about your purpose also gives you more joy and more fun in life. Because you always know what you really want. And it's also easier to have discipline. It's also easier to say no to the other things and make the sacrifices. Because you know it's worth it. You know it is worth sacrificing the one thing to get the thing you really want. And that is really what I want to get across here. Really try to sit down for 1 hour. You can also do less, but 1 hour is a great time. And just think. Think with a pen and a paper. And I can tell you, this is the best motivational advice I can ever give you. No motivational video on this earth will give you what this will. And it also will give you so much drive, so much joy in your life, because you actually finally know what you're doing all this. And it actually makes you doing the work with joy, because you understand why you're doing it, for what you're doing it. And that is actually what you want to achieve with that. And I can tell you, having a great purpose, being crystal clear about this, is something every great person on earth has ever had. And another thing I want to talk about is, don't be scared that your purpose is different than one of somebody else. Maybe he wants to have, maybe he wants to be very famous on the internet, and you say, no, the internet is nothing for me. I want to keep my stuff private. I want to keep everything private. I want nobody to know me, and that is exactly fine. Just do it how you want it, not how anybody else wanted or your friend. That is also why you need to do it alone. Don't do it with somebody else. Not even with your wife or with your friend or anything. Just do it by yourself, because your purpose is something that is very personal. Your purpose can be very different to the one of your wife or your friend or even your own family. I can tell you, like, my purpose is so different to the one of my brother, and that is great, because that means that we found our own purpose. And it's also so that your purpose will change over time. It's not set in a pedestal. It's actually very great to always go back to it and look how your purpose was 1 month ago. And you will find that, oh, maybe that's a bit different, or maybe I can improve on that a bit. Or maybe you change it completely after 1 year and think, oh no, that was childish thinking. But the thing is that then you will have new strive and new ambition and new motivation. And that is really what you want to achieve. Because once you have that, nothing can stop you. I can tell you, like I said in the beginning, it's not about how hard something is to achieve, it's about how hard you want it. If you want it hard enough, you will achieve it. I promise you. It's just about how hard you want something. And with that, I thank you for watching this video, and I really hope that you start sitting down after this video straight up and write down your purpose. And then you can come back to the comment section and write me how it changed your life.